Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm good. Thank you. So this video is about professionalism and confidentiality. This is really important in the life of an RA, and those who have done this job before will understand that there are times where there is sensitive information being given out and given to you. And as you've probably learned by this point, you're considered a responsible employee of the university. And so we're just going to talk about what that means to maintain a level of confidentiality and professionalism. This is the second take of the video that I have tried to make just now. I dropped my baseball in the first one, and as soon as I picked it up, the phone rang. And so, cool. Let's dive into this. And so something I want to address first is that I don't have a unibrow right now. It's like this weird blood blister thing. I saw this video on TikTok of like ways to clear out your sinuses, and I did it, and when I was done, I had this dark splotch. So confidentiality and professionalism. Confidentiality refers to the way that you handle sensitive personal information concerning students, staff, or any other university personnel. As I said before, this job is immersive. You're going to come across confidential information that is potentially harmful to somebody else. Or harmful if it's given to the wrong person. And so there are times where confidentiality is a make or break. And if you breach it, then that might mean that you lose your job. A good rule of thumb is that unless you absolutely have to give the name to someone who needs it, don't give the name. And if you're ever in doubt, like, do they need the name? Don't share the name unless you're told otherwise. That's just going to protect you the best. A second thing you can talk about, or I guess think about whenever you're considering confidentiality, is see where your motivations lie. Why do you want to share the information that you have? Like what about the information that you've been given makes you want to share it? If it is for anything other than a professional reason, anything other than the betterment of your job, the betterment of your hall, or just asking for help, then there's no reason for you to share this information. And so out of love for your residents, out of love for your peers, out of love for the students that you go to school with, we ask that you are smart, that you are sensitive, and that you care about other people based upon how you treat their information confidentially. Cool. So the second part of this video is going to be discussing professionalism. And professionalism is simply the carrying of oneself in a manner that displays professional characteristics, qualities, behaviors, etc. The reason that professionalism is important is because you are a responsible employee of the university. You are treated as someone who is trusted with valuable information and trusted to strive for the betterment of the university at all times. As is true in all other things about your life and my life, is that there's a balance to consider about the amount of professionalism that you display, or I guess really and truly just the way that you carry yourself. Like there is a time and a place for everything. And I know you've probably heard your parents say that your whole life. I heard my parents say that all the time growing up. Time and place, time and place, time and place. But it's really true. Like it's even a biblical thing. Ecclesiastes 3 talks all about the time and the place for everything. And so, yes, res life can be very lax, very laid back, very family style. We get very tight knit. I hope that we get very tight knit. You're going to get very close with your fellow RAs, your RD, and your residents. But at the same time, there is very serious information and very serious topics at hand. Because people's lives are what we're dealing with. You're going to be in a position of direct authority over other students, and that puts you in the balance of another person's livelihood. And so we just want you to understand that there is a severity present with being an RA that is not necessarily present in a lot of other scenarios as a student employee. I also want you to understand that the impact that we can have as residents' life is not a temporary impact. We have been given a very unique opportunity to be able to imprint or impact the lives of other people in an eternal sense. And that sounds so cheesy, so churchy, but it's the truth. You and I both have been given the opportunity to impact somebody else's life with the gospel of Jesus Christ, as I hope that you've come to know and believe for yourself is an eternally changing thing. And so confidentiality is so important. Professionalism is so important, but I do want to encourage you and let you know that you're going to be given delicate information, and that delicate information can hurt somebody else. And you're going to be asked to act professionally in a lot of scenarios, and that's just how it is. I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, honestly, I'm probably sitting in the room with you and telling myself, like, dude, you did not have to go that far. It's not a big deal. We're going to discuss it. That's okay. We're going to get there together. So if you have any questions, we'll talk about it in just a sec. Cool. Love you guys. Bye.